If I were starting my journey into cybersecurity today, 2025, here's what I would actually do. And I don't mean a quick list of random tips. I mean the actual steps I'd take, the mindset I'd build, and the tools I'd use to go from not knowing where to begin to becoming someone confident, skilled, and ready for the real world. Maybe you've been thinking about it. Maybe you've scrolled through endless articles and videos, and all of it feels overwhelming. The certifications, the coding, the hacking tools. You see people who look like geniuses and you wonder, could I really do this? And I want to tell you right now, yes, yes you can. And I will show you how I would start from zero today. The first thing I'd actually work on isn't even technical, it is actually my mindset. Cybersecurity is a field where things change a little bit more faster than we thought. For instance, 1 month ago, a tool is cutting edge. The next month, it's outdated. If your goal is to learn everything, you'll burn out quickly. Instead, I'd remind myself, cybersecurity is about thinking like a problem solver. It's about curiosity, about asking why, what if, or how. This is very important because without the right mindset, even the best tools won't help you. You will quit at the first roadblock. But with the right mindset, on the other hand, every roadblock becomes just another puzzle to solve. I would prepare myself for challenges, for those moments where the code doesn't work or the network configuration makes no sense. And instead of getting discouraged, I train myself to see those moments as opportunities, as the exact places where growth happens. And that's just for step one. Before I touch a keyboard, I build the mindset of curiosity and persistence. Now, once my mindset is actually ready, I dive into the foundations. And the first foundation is networking, which is actually the heart of cybersecurity. It's the bloodstream of the digital world. Every hack, every defense, every alert, it all comes down to how devices communicate. I'd start with the basics of TCP, or you can say IP, DNS, HTTP, and routing. They're not boring details. They're the keys to understanding attacks and defenses. I'd use tools like Wireshark to watch data move in real time. Nothing makes networking click like seeing packets flow across a screen, noticing patterns, and realizing that's how the internet breathes. The next thing is actually getting myself comfortable with operating systems, and especially Linux. Linux is intimidating for many beginners because it doesn't always hold your hand, but that's exactly why it's important. Most servers, most hacking tools, and most cybersecurity labs run on Linux. I learned the commands, the file structure, how permissions work, and actually at first it feels like memorizing a foreign language, but once it clicks, it feels like having an X-ray vision into how computers really work. Okay, and finally, I'd learn programming just enough, alright? Not to become a full-time developer, but to gain a superpower. I'd start with Python because it's simple and incredibly powerful. I'd practice writing scripts that automate tasks, scanning a list of websites for instance, analyzing logs, or checking for open ports. When you can automate boring work, you free up your time to focus on creativity and strategy, which is where cybersecurity truly comes alive. Now here's something that makes learning cybersecurity today a lot more different from any other time in history: AI. Back then, beginners had to spend weeks struggling through textbooks or technical forums, often feeling stuck and alone. But in 2025, AI is a personal tutor, a lab partner, and an assistant. If I didn't understand the concept, I'd ask AI, explain it like I'm 12. If I needed a script, I'd say, write me a Python program to monitor login attempts, then explain every line. And if I had repetitive tasks, like analyzing hundreds of log entries for instance, I'd use AI to build the script that does the heavy lifting for me. AI wouldn't replace me, it would amplify me. It would save me time on the basics so I could focus on the things that actually really matter: strategy, creative problem solving, and human judgment. In short, if I were starting cybersecurity in 2025, I'd use AI not as a crutch, but as a force multiplier. Knowledge is good, but cybersecurity is a practical field. If you do not apply what you learn, you'll forget it. So the next step I'd take is actually hands-on practice. I'd create a home lab using virtual machines or dual boot machines. I'd install vulnerable systems like Metasploitable 2, then practice attacking and defending them. That's where the real fun begins. I'd join platforms like TryHackMe or HackTheBox Academy. These are not just practice ground. They are safe spaces where you can experiment, fail, and grow without consequences. And most importantly, I document everything. Every project, every lab, every experiment, I'd write it down, post it maybe on a blog or share it on GitHub. This becomes my portfolio, a living, breathing record of my progress. And when an employer asks, "What can you do?" I wouldn't just say it bluntly, I'd actually show it. Now, once I had the skills and the projects under my belt, I'd actually look for certifications. The first one I'd aim for is actually COMT TIA Security Plus. It's respected, it covers the basics, and it shows employers that I know the fundamentals. From here, if I wanted to go deeper maybe, I might look at CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker, or OSCP, Offensive Security Certified Professional, but I'd only pursue those after gaining real hands-on skills, because certifications without skills are just papers. And just as important as certificates are connections, I'd use LinkedIn, Twitter, Discord, and cybersecurity forums to learn with others. I'd share what I was learning, ask questions, and offer help when I could. Because in this field, opportunities often come from people. The community is full of mentors and peers who want you to succeed. Well, now at this point, I might sit down, pause, and remind myself cybersecurity is more than a job. It's about protecting people. Behind every firewall, every defense, there are real humans whose privacy, safety, and trust depends on. It's about problem solving. Some days you feel like a detective chasing clues, other days like an architect designing secure systems. It's a career that never gets boring because the challenges keep evolving. And it's about purpose. When you step into cybersecurity, you are not just entering a career, you are joining a mission to protect our digital world from those who could exploit it. Alright, so for summary, if I were starting cybersecurity in 2025, here's the exact path I'd follow. First one, build the right mindset. Second one, master the fundamentals of networking, operating systems, and programming. The third one, use AI to learn smarter and automate the basics. The other one, create a portfolio through labs and projects. And the last one, gain certifications and build real connections. And here's the most important thing. I wouldn't wait for the perfect time. I wouldn't wait until I knew everything, because the perfect time never comes. The hardest step is the first one. Opening your laptop, running your first command, asking your first question. If you've been waiting for a sign, well, I hate to break this to you. This is it. This video is it. The future of cybersecurity is waiting for people just like you, curious, brave, willing to learn, or even willing to step up. And if you're just starting today, just imagine where you could be in 1 year, just 1 year. So, are you ready to take that first step? Before I say my final words, let me help you with the frustration. Go to my channel page. I got all those videos. I got the playlist to start with Linux and all that thing. Just go there, start learning networking, Linux, and all that to get your hands dirty as the procedures to start into cybersecurity. The first basics one, the fundamentals, alright? And with that being said, so catch you in the next one. Cheers.